And
hey man, is that CJ Buckner?
What motor you putting in?
I'm putting my LS in my step side.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Tell him. Size isn't everything, okay? Alright guys, before we start today's video, I want to show you guys our new shirt design we just came out with. These are now available for pre-order on our website, gen2garage.com. This design features the Dart and the Falcon. It's got our names on it. It's a lot like the old bootleg NASCAR racing t-shirt designs. We really love it. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys. We appreciate you guys for your continued support. Let's get to the video. Hello, old friend. Alright, let's go chop chop. Get this crane out of here. What are you doing anyways?
working for us.
What's that?
I'm working on uploading our new shirt and hoodie
We
design.
got a new shirt and hoodie design?
We do have a new shirt and hoodie design, but big shout out to DRD Visuals for the freaking awesome design.
How about that teaser?
Pretty proud of myself. And moron. Oh my. We're borrowing this.
What just happened?
We're borrowing this. You have to be more careful.
Why did it do that?
Because it's heavy.
No, somebody didn't put this thing away correctly.
Oh, come on.
How did that happen? That's how. Somebody didn't put this thing away correctly.
Alright, you get a pass. Oh.
You know?
How's your knee? Does that scare you
It's
after
great.
your knee surgery?
No, it feels fine. Leverage.
Look at all the scratches we just put in his
Take
back.
two.
Look at all the scratches.
Wait, I wasn't filming. Okay, go ahead. Dude, you scratched his bed.
Oh, are you trying to take my joke?
Hey man, you scratching my truck.
Hey man, when are you gonna start working on your S10?
All right, so Allison's doing she's doing her checklist. She's running her valves right now because this pro mod, you know.
Delete that.
What?
I was just hitting it the wrong way.
Oh, that happens. We might go racing this weekend with the Dart. Might do some bracket racing again, so just in case, getting the car ready, doing some little things that need done. How often do you got to run the valves on this pro mod? I mean, you got to run it. You run this thing to like 10,000 RPM every weekend, so it's
Just a check.
this damn Mopar, man, it makes so much horsepower. It just rev it to 10 grand and the valves just hate their lives. Oh my gosh, I need a haircut. So we're getting a late start today. I was up editing till like 6 in the morning last night, editing our new podcast for Word on the Streets. Today we got a lot of stuff to do. We're gonna head to Jags and get some stuff so we can put this engine in my truck. Look who's in Jags. Unbelievable. Hey man, is that CJ Buckner? He drives Raggedy Ann. He drives the hell out of that thing. Hey man, you won the wheelie contest at War in the Woods.
Is that too good?
Oh hell. I knew it, man. Come on, little sideway. Who's calling me? Hello?
Yo,
What's up?
you busy?
Yeah, I'm putting my engine in right now.
Hey, I put a subscriber in my fucking race car.
Yeah?
You know how to do a wheel?
No way.
I sprayed it in a minute, yeah.
That's
That's
phenomenal.
awesome. I was calling you to pick your brain to figure out what you think the sexiest title to the video should be.
Okay.
But, now that I'm on camera, I'm getting all camera shy. I'm never camera shy.
So,
What motor you putting in?
I'm putting my LS in my step side.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yo,
Tell him.
tell him. That's good shit, Tommy. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm trying here. Have you ever had to put the legs of an engine hoist down by yourself, like, or to put the pins in?
Oh, dude.
That's the f***ing worst, isn't it?
It is.
Sitting there looking like f***ing Spider-Man.
Challenge still. World's strongest man.
Oh yeah. You'd figure they'd invent them so that you can do it by yourself, like. But I guess not.
No, I don't think they were thinking. They weren't thinking. And they've had the same design for so long that they're not going to change it.
No.
There's a reason that it's like that. But,
There probably is.
doesn't make any sense to me.
Maybe it's because we have always bought Harbor Freight engine cranes our whole life. Maybe that's what it is.
So you get the motor dropped down in there yet?
I'm doing it right now as we speak.
You got the ADE attached to the back right now?
Hell no. Still waiting for that to get back. I know I'm doing it a little weird.
You can just roll right in there. You'll have no problems.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'll have to figure out a way to like support it on the back so it doesn't actually fall through.
You'd be surprised. The motor mounts will probably hold it.
Oh yeah, it'll hold it. I just don't want to bend them.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you already know. Good old jack up in the back.
Yeah, it's
Good old
probably.
jack in the rear.
Yeah.
Yep. Your boy, I took the motor out of the turbo car, and I needed my jack for something else. I forgot what. And so I didn't have a jack, and I'm like, well, how do I keep this transmission up in the turbo car? And I couldn't figure out any way to do it. So I ended up figuring out a way to take a ratchet strap and hook it through one of the holes on the bell housing of the transmission, and then ratchet strap it up to the firewall.
Wow. That's
It
legit.
worked. It was good enough for Jimmy.
If it's good enough for Jimmy, it's good enough for me.
There you go, baby. Well, call me after you get done filming, you know, and I don't have to worry about being camera shy, and I'm going to ping pong some video titles off of you.
I feel you.
All right, well, get it and call me back. Later.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
I think we got one lined up. Well, it's in, I think. I left the motor mounts loose because, you know, obviously I don't have my transmission back yet. Dion's putting a trans brake in my 4L80, so when I get that back, I'll slide the engine further back. I'm sure I'll have to go back more, but all good, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Something I'm super concerned about is I figured when I set the engine down in there, the springs were going to settle more, and I don't think it did much. I feel like we might have to change those springs. I couldn't help myself. I had to set the intake on. You just look at that. So, next project for now, until I get some more parts coming in, we're gonna try and restore these valve covers. I got them somewhat cleaned up. I found some paint that I think might match, and we'll see if we can't make them look half decent. If I can't, I'm just gonna paint them black. What you think there, champ?
I think I'm missing a crock.
Missing a crock. Put them in sport mode.
It looks so tiny. I know there's a bunch of pieces missing. Blah, blah, blah. It looks so tiny.
Never what you want to hear. Is your dart ready to
No
go for
comment.
this weekend?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was, thrashing on it last night trying to get it ready.
It looks
This
good,
bad
doesn't it?
boy. It does look good. Yeah, I like it. I approve.
And look, I'm channeling my inner Krylon Kenny.
Do you remember when we took this rear end out and I said, let's move it?
What that?
Let's move it right now because we
I
won't
like
do
to
it if
move
we
it,
don't do
move
it
it.
now. And you said, no, I'll move it this week, I promise.
Yeah.
How many
I
months
don't
ago was
remember
that?
that.
And then your dad lectured you about how you could use that again in the future and you might need to. And you're like,
Scrap it. I'll never, ever, ever, never use that rear end. I know what they're saying. People were saying don't scrap it because it's literally, if something ever happened to my green truck, it's the same one. But if something,
what are you gonna do?
If I miraculously find a way to break that rear end in my daily like that, like I might as well just buy a freaking
jinxed
Honda
yourself.
Civic or something.
You so jinxed yourself.
I probably did. If I
The
had,
nail was just me lifting it or setting it down with my bare hands.
yeah. I mean, dude, it's still pretty light. Like, there's more aluminum there than.
Right, that's why I set it down with my bare hands because it's so light.
No, because you're just so strong. If I had some turbo headers, which I'm ordering some soon, I could start freaking. I could really start making this thing look like a gosh darned race car.
Hey, well, this is a great step.
I just need some color, you know, and that's
yeah,
why.
I like your idea with the blue accents. I think that will look good.
And I'm kind of risking it here because I'm gonna paint my valve covers the exact same color. This is the actual color of my truck. It's Bahama blue. I'm gonna paint my valve covers that, but it's not like high heat paint. So we'll see.
Aren't you supposed to use high heat paint? I mean,
Yeah, but like, so this is the engine stuff, but look at the color.
really?
That's way too light. It's not gonna look good.
I don't know.
Listen, they're like, those valve covers, you can't even give those away. Like, if they end up getting ruined, it's not gonna bug me. I'll just do what I should actually do is go get some nice valve covers, but I don't know why every billet valve cover is like $1,000 for an LS.
Jeez.
So
What's next?
just sit here and stare at it. Basically, I don't know. I'm waiting on more parts. I gotta wait for my transmission to get back. Terry's bringing me a flex plate on Saturday.
Compare intakes.
Compare intakes. You know what?
Hard at least.
Size
This one?
isn't everything. Size isn't everything, okay? It's not all about
I don't
size.
know. That might be similar.
No, yours. Mine's considered a low ram. Yeah, that's considered a high ram. Look at them runners. It's like
My
a damn
intake's bigger than yours.
centipede. There's a frog in here somewhere.
Oh,
a big
no.
one too.
If you guys didn't know, Tommy is very scared of
I hate
frogs and toads.
frogs. I really do.
So, like, we have a rule in our relationship. I take care of the frogs.
I
He
take
takes
care
care
of
of
the
the spiders. It works out pretty well. I'm proud of you, bub. Looks good.
Well, as it turns out, it's actually really easy to put an engine in a vehicle when you're basically building the truck around the engine
Hey,
instead of the engine around
you
the
know
truck.
what? A win is a win. You try and discredit every single thing you do.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it was so
whatever.
easy. You did it. I don't
It
care.
was easy though. Like,
You did it by yourself.
it's so easy when there's nothing to like work
Oh,
around.
blah, blah, blah. Take the win. Be happy with
I'll
yourself.
try. I'm sure I've done something wrong though.
Probably. Well, hop off. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, not much is really happening.
It's not. It's not happening. But I mean, the jack is still under there, so not all the weight is down. I think if I can't get the springs to go down, I'm gonna do a coilover conversion. Hopefully, by the time I do that, Nick Taylor comes out with long travel for a.
Oh,
He's
that's
doing it.
right.
He's doing it for C10s right now, like all the way up to 87. I don't know if it would convert over to 88, 94.
This is a 93, right?
This is a 93.
Right, because it's the same year as your S10.
Mm-hmm.
You need a haircut.
Actually, I can't remember. It might be a 92. I gotta look at the title.
What?
If I have it. I know I have it saved somewhere. I should have just left it the way it was. My life would have been so much easier.
I did like it how it was, but this is cool.
How rusty it was. Jeez, man.
I can't wait for you to do one of your little throwback videos once
That.
this thing's finished.
This was the original ad for my truck. Paid $1,200.
Delaware? I thought it was in Kentucky.
No, it was in Delaware. It was this lady's dad's truck. They were fixing to like restore it together, Now this lady was probably in her 30s, maybe late 20s, probably 30s. She was gonna restore it with her dad, but then her dad got sick, passed away. I don't know if it was cancer or what. And I've always, like, when I got the truck home, and I've sent her pictures like months afterwards of the truck, I don't think she even like reads them anymore. I don't think she cares. One day though, when I finish it, I'm gonna like try and send her, and like I sent her the link to our channel and everything. I was like, if you want to see, like, I'm gonna restore this truck. I've never heard back from her. And she actually was like she was super sad. Like she almost didn't want to sell it. Hopefully her dad wasn't like I'm sure.
Hemi swap it.
No, like
goal.
Mostly the older generation doesn't like LSs, so her dad's probably, I don't know.
Hey, you know what? An LS in it beats it sitting out in the, the
Yeah,
outside,
it was
and the
sitting-
salt and snow. And
It was sitting because the transmission was out of it. It only had first and second gear, and I think that's what mostly saved it from being a complete, I mean, it was a complete, so many people were telling me to just scrap this truck, and that's just like the biggest middle finger now, is because like now look at it and I'm just like, yeah, I probably, I don't know, I've always wanted to think about, like, if I would have bought a truck that was like $5,000, so, you know, your $5,000 truck, you're going to get something that's decently rust-free, where somebody's already done cab corners and rockers. But you're going to get something decently rust-free, or you're going to travel all the way to Texas, and you're going to pay, you know, $5,000 for something that has 150,000 miles. Well, you know, I paid $1,200 for this one, and I'm sure I've put, as far as like, if I was just restoring it to make it look nice, I don't think I've spent, you know, thousands of dollars in parts. I think the biggest part, like the reason this has been so expensive, is because I bought all of my first tools to actually do the work. But I'll never have to, like on my next project, I won't have to buy all these tools again. Like I have them all, so we have them all. Yeah, I've dumped a lot into this truck, but I'm gonna have the only one like it. It'll be worth it in the end. All right, guys, so we got the valve covers on there. They look pretty good. I'm happy with them. Hopefully they last, considering they're not high heat paint. I'm sure some of you guys have probably tried it and you're probably commenting right now, it ain't gonna work, but I guess we'll find out. I'm not gonna be like sick to my stomach if like it doesn't turn out great. Like I'll just get some nice valve covers, but I really like the way it looks now. We're gonna keep adding some color. I know a lot of people, like I posted on Facebook, like, God, I need some color. I know. I'm gonna try and like add some blue accents throughout the rest of the build to make it nice. I'm gonna maybe thinking about powder coating my exhaust housings on my turbos, little stuff like that. So I'd like to somehow figure out a way to like get the BTR to be blue. That would be pretty cool. But this is what I love about like this being my own project, my own build. I can kind of decide what I want to do. It's all in my hands. I can try whatever I want. I'm not scared of like messing stuff up. It's just, it is what it is. I get to try new things and do whatever I want. If I want to paint the freaking valve covers red, white, and blue, I could do that, you know? So it's my deal. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's gonna pretty much wrap it up for this video though. I'm kinda at a standstill here for a minute until we get my transmission back from Dion's. My 4L80 is up there, getting a trans brake and manual valve body and all kinds of goodies. This thing's turning into quite the street car build at this point. I didn't plan on doing a trans brake, but Billy kind of talked me into it, and it's probably a good idea. So we're just gonna go for it. Still got to get a converter. Waiting on a flex plate from Uncle Terry. He's dropping that off this weekend. Some other stuff. I'm gonna get some turbo headers here real soon. Start maybe mocking up some turbo stuff. I don't know. Got to start putting together the front drive or the front accessories on the water pump. Got to find a power steering pump. All that good stuff. So I have an alternator, an old one off the Falcon. I'd like to maybe use that. I've seen online there's some people that build some what do you call them, bulkheads, and they go right here, like 2 holes. You pass all the wires through your harness and everything, but they're like $45. So I'm gonna try and make my own. I'm gonna mount the Terminator in the glove box, and I'm gonna start running some stuff. I gotta get some injectors, some Bosch 210s. We can start wiring some stuff up. Got to get some coil pack brackets. I have coil packs, an old set off the Falcon that I'm gonna rock with for a little bit. just stock truck coils. But yeah, we're just piecing it all together. A lot of stuff I have, I'm just, you know, it's all been sitting in my shop so long. I've kind of forgotten what all I've bought over the last 2 years. Tomorrow we're getting ready to go racing. We got the weekend off as far as the no prep stuff goes, but Allison's gonna be bracket racing the dart. Jeff's gonna be racing too. And I guess Jeff and Craig got each other first round. This is like the last points race of the year, I think. It's a special race, I'm not sure. I don't know all the bracket lingo, but it's a special race. They're racing each other first round. And then Allison's gonna race no box. Should be a good time tomorrow. That'll just be more content, which is always good. One more thing, make sure you guys check out our new shirt design. Every shirt, every sticker you guys buy helps us out tremendously. The more you guys can support, the faster we can get this Hemi and her dart like everybody's been wanting us to do. I know you guys want to see us just do it right now, but shit ain't cheap. So we got the new shirt designs out, and it's a really awesome design. Thank you to DRD Visuals for making that for us. But yeah, I think that's all. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next one.